Okay, now we're back at Fred's shop. We're gonna go and say hello to Fred, and we're gonna move out of 9th. Fred! Fred, are you a mechanic now?
I changed my own oil.
You changed your own oil? Hi, Fred.
Hi. I made a mess.
Okay, we got Fred moving me out again. So the reason we have to take this build out is to get to the rear lift. The cabinets need to be out, so we're just putting them in Fred's shop again. All the goodies that were inside the drawers, as you saw earlier, I put them in storage. So I'm gonna live in here again as a no build and go to Portland. Well, hello cats and kittens and feral souls and my YouTube darlings. Well, as you can see, the build is out of 9th right now. I am in heavy traffic in Portland, heading to Troutdale to see Nick, the HondaElement guru. Hi, Nick. And we are going to correct the lift in 9th. Living like a hobo. Got a mattress on the floor. Bed's all disheveled. I just went by the post office box and got some really cool stuff from a sponsor, so there is going to be a sponsorship today for the video. Yes, being in the big city, all the traffic. It's a Friday afternoon, June 9th, in 9th in Portland, heading to the dealership, the Honda dealership. I'm addicted to Cotopaxi. Do you have that same one?
I have the same one, but in brown. I'm super.
Do you?
addicted to
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Nick, oh yeah, just push that stuff out of the way, Nick.
You brought me bananas?
Yeah, I brought you bananas and cherries. So Nick's getting in here and we're just redoing the lift. So first did the lift, we did what, 2 in the front and 1.5 in the back?
Correct.
Now,
And now we're going.
Now why did we do it that way?
We did it that way because we didn't really anticipate on how much weight you're gonna have in the car.
Right.
And then what's funny about it was with carries, we actually made a mistake. Jeff brought me the wrong spacers. So when I put them in, I'm like, wait a minute, this is like way high, Jeff.
Right.
And it worked out in our favor because she ended up doing basically the same thing
Right.
you had with the same cabinet maker.
Yeah.
And when it was all said and done, it sat really even.
Yeah, so I have a saggy bottom right now. So
we're trying to fix her saggy bottom. So that's the goal today, is to get those put in, and hopefully that'll take care of all our issues. And then kind of give it a once over because it's been, what, about a year, right?
It's last October. And so in case you all don't know, this is Nick. He is the HondaElement Whisperer here in Gresham in Portland at the, what is it, the Gresham?
This is, Gresham Tonka Honda, so yeah.
He's the man. Anything HondaElement, you go and see
Come
him.
see me.
Yeah, and his information's in the description down below.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you go in there, and what is that part in there, Nick?
That's the top of the top hat for the rear struts.
Okay, the top of the top hat for the rear struts. Because when I put the lift, or when I put the camper in it, okay.
So you can see these are taller.
Yeah.
So those are, I think, 1.5 inches. These are 2.
Yeah, these are 2, and then these ones, you can definitely tell the difference. Oh, she's gonna be wearing stilettos.
So you can see. It's
Oh
just,
yeah. Look at that.
It's not much of a difference, but that much of a difference translated into all the geometry of everything. Is
right. Well,
and let up. Drop this up right now. Ready? So we're going to go up to the subframe bolts here so we can get the clamp down. Just the hair. Pick it up and come up a little bit. Okay, hold it right there. You're so magical. You're gonna be YouTube famous, maybe.
Your hands will be famous. Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I have a car Instagram.
Oh, there you go.
That's alright. Take him up a little bit.
So what number HondaElement is this one, Nick? 20?
Yeah, 18 or 20.
I'm sure you're at 20.
It's a lot.
Tell the truth.
Yeah,
You
it's
need an
probably
intervention.
20. It's probably 20.
Yeah, I think it's 20. So when it comes down off the rack, you can see how the back tires kind of camber. It's called cambering?
Yeah,
Cambering
so
in.
it settles out.
Yeah.
It's dangling. When you put it on the ground, it doesn't have the time to roll, so it stays fixed.
Okay.
So when we roll it, it will...
Oh, look at the lift now. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and this will level up too.
Now remember, I'm adding 15 to 1,600 pounds to it, so that is going to drop.
That is 36 and a half.
So that's more than 2 inches, isn't it?
Well, that's what it does. It equates,
Okay.
equates more because it's like you're only adding a little bit of a spacer, but you got to remember that you're taking and adding a spacer to angles.
Okay.
So it's like, again, geometry.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you do that, you'll say, oh, it's just an inch spacer, but it equates to 2 inches. And if you
Now-
have a 2 inch, then it equates to 3 or whatever.
Is it good, or because you see guys rolling down the road with the back higher than the front? Is that bad for a vehicle to do that when you're lifting it?
No, I mean, if you go to the south, they have trucks.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
the other way. It's just
Yeah.
preference. As long
Okay.
as everything's angled right, you're gonna
Okay.
be fine.
Okay. Yeah, that is really crazy.
Let's roll it. So I'm
Okay.
gonna drive it off the left and then
Okay.
I'll put it in the middle of the shop so you can see.
Okay. That looks crazy. Okay, we're gonna roll it around the shop just to get the tires to even out. Yeah, I can already see it happening. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's already straightened out.
It's already straightened out a little.
Yeah.
Still got a little, not too bad really. It's pretty straight up.
Yeah.
Tell you don't like it.
Well, and I'm also like on Sunday, Fred and I are going to put the build back in it, and then I'll take it out to Josh and I'll have the wheel alignment.
But okay, so
You
we
guys wanna know.
went from 36 and a half, taking it off, and now we're at 34 and a half.
Okay.
So it dropped that much just for rolling.
Right, okay.
So
So Nick is now taking the Element out around to test it. So we put the 2-inch lift in, so it's now I think 34 inches. And when I get back to Eugene on Sunday, I will add the camper back to it, and then I'll measure it again and we'll see how much it drops. I'm also going to reweigh it because Fred and I are taking out some of the wood from inside the build. So to be continued.
if something at some point hit this,
Oh.
push it back.
Oh.
Should see it all the time.
We're back with Nick. We're at the Honda dealership again, having the brakes done on 9th.
We're back at it again.
We're back at it. He's trying to figure out the rattle. We think it's the cat guard. For those that think it's the water pump, it is not the water pump. So I've got a rattle and we're trying to figure it out. Got new brakes on the back. They're trying to figure out where the rattle is. Well, good morning, cats and kittens and feral souls and my YouTube darlings. Well, 9th is back to OG on the inside, and we're going to have a little morning coffee chat in the empty tiny Element. And I'm going to tell you why the build is out of 9th again. So let's get to it. I've got my coffee up here on the dash. Oh, you know how we do it. Some Dutch Brothers. So cheers, let's chat. We've got VanLife Kitten here. I am leaning against the tailgate of 9th. The build is out. Let me just flip you around and show you. So yeah, the entire build is out of 9th right now. Got the ladies' room over there. my dresses and a few things, a battery to charge my electronics. Oh, just getting a text message. It's probably knees and toes talking about the coast. But so yeah, I had to move out of Ninth because, as you saw these past 9 months, I had a saggy bottom. Well, I have a saggy bottom, and Ninth had a saggy bottom. Oh, I love that first sip of coffee in the morning. So good morning. Yes, so I moved out of Ninth. I had to go back up to Portland to see Nick to put a 2-inch spacer in the lift on the back of Ninth. Now, originally when they lifted Ninth last October, they put a 2-inch lift in the front and a 1.5-inch lift in the back. And now I'm not going to be able to answer any questions about that kind of technical stuff. I left it up to them to make the decisions. I know they had to do an engine drop and put a different type of cat guard on it, like a thicker one, because the exhaust drops when they drop the engine and things like that. But at any rate, when I loaded Ninth back up with the camper, I added 1,000 pounds. I added I think 1,200 or 1,300 pounds to the build, which is a lot for a little tiny Element. And this was my first time doing a build. I did consider weight. So I did update the suspension and the springs and the wheels and the tires in order to take the weight. And I'm not at capacity because I did look up those numbers online. I think I can be at 5,200 and I'm at 4,600, which I don't like that at all. So today is Sunday, June 10th or 11th, something like that. Time is moving on. And I'm heading back to Fred's shop to put the build back into it. But before we put the build back in, we are going to cut out some of the wood to lighten the load of the cabinets and whatnot. But it'll still be structurally sound and safe. Now, we did find a new plywood that is sturdy and way lighter. And moving forward, if I do any other builds, I will use the lighter wood. So, VanLife kitten passed out there. Oh my goodness. She's tired from all this moving. Move back out. Just have a mattress on the floor of Ninth. Got my clothes hanging up here. Let me just zoom you out. Clothes are hanging up here. There's my bathing suit. I did stay at McMiniman's Edgefield in Portland. The ladies' hostel. It's only $50 a night, and it's very close to the dealership in Portland. So if you're going to go see Nick, book yourself a room at McMiniman's Edgefield. It is the Disneyland for adventures in food and wine and fine cocktails. And I recommend it. It's excellent. I did not do any filming there. I never do because it's just my time. It's me time. Someday when I stay there again, I will probably film it. But, I do recommend it. Okay. So how far back do you want me to come?
Keep coming.
Okay. Oh, hi, Pupper.
This way.
Which way?
This way. That's straight. There you go. Keep coming. Right there.
Okay. Good morning, Fred.
Good morning. Let's go.
What do you think of the extra high lift there?
Oh, look at you. Yeah.
Pupper over here. Yep, we're going to move back in. Oh, you've already started us? Or this is the bottom. Okay, yeah. So we are taking more of the wood out to try and reduce the weight. And then I'm going to take it and weigh it without all the stuff back in it. And hopefully we'll drop it by how many? I wonder how many pounds we'll drop it.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
clean it up with the router.
Yeah. So you could.
Does that feel, this is Jeremy, Fred's son. Thank you for helping out. So how heavy does that feel? Like a couple pounds?
Yeah. Like,
Oh yeah.
Let me feel.
probably like 3-4 pounds actually.
Oh my God, that's, I mean, I'm losing all that weight right now.
Yeah, there's gonna be some off each
Yeah,
side.
and then we're taking some off the
We'll
sides.
take some off the big cabinet. And
Yeah,
then we'll take the refrigerator cabinet and cut the floor out of that. So that'll be all those parts
right,
that you lose all that weight.
right.
So-
I wish we had a scale in here to
Yeah,
weigh
those
it.
scales
No,
are
30,
3/8.
34 and 3/8 is currently what the lift is sitting at now. This is a 2-inch spacer in here. We are just editing some of the build, and then when we load it back in, we're going to measure again and see how much it drops. So everything is out again, and this is the perfect time to go through and just wipe up all the dust and smudge from the past 9 months of the build being in it. It's actually not too dirty, but I am going to take this time to just clean it up before we put the build back in. So if you ever wondered what it looks like all completely emptied out, like there's a lot of room. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wash it up. So how's it going, Jeremy? Are you learning lots?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're taking so much weight off of this right now, like they already just said. And it's now, Fred, do you still think it'll be structurally
Oh yeah,
okay?
because it's all screwed together.
Right, it's all screwed together, and then they're all screwed together inside the element.
So
Wait, what are these holes right here for?
That's where it was screwed in before.
Oh, so what's the cabinet gonna? How's the cabinet gonna attach to it now?
Through right here and right up here.
Yeah, because other
Along
people will
here,
look at that on the
along
video,
here.
and they'll be like, "How is it gonna screw
Just
together?"
Like this, how this was cut out, and it was all screwed together. It's the same.
Okay, yeah.
It's just on a smaller cabinet.
Right. I'm just pointing it out for the viewers because they'll be like, wait, you're cutting out where you screw it together.
We're just losing weight in strategic spots.
Yes.
So that it's structurally strong because it still screws together as one big cabinet.
Yes.
But you're losing all these panels. That's weight. So you
Right.
Cut this out. And
Right.
Cut this out. Then on the refrigerator cabinet, we're doing a floor tube.
Right.
On that one's the refrigerator cabinet.
Right. And so we feel like pieces like this probably weigh like 2 pounds, right?
2 or 3 or 4
2 or
pounds.
3. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Okay.
you saw that one piece.
Yeah.
Like, solid.
Right. Okay. Well, hi. This is Mindy from On the Road with the Ninth Element, and I'm going to interrupt today's video with this bit from one of our sponsors. My videos are made possible by lovely sponsors that reach out to me to test their products and review them so that I can share this with you. So I hope you like this, and please stay tuned because we'll be right back to our video shortly. Okay, kids, we have another video today. This is a product review. So I'm going to be reviewing the Biofo A139 Pro Dashcam. And so what they sent me was this is a 3-camera kit. This is your front camera, your rear camera, and then your passenger camera. And which, you know, if you're an Uber driver, that's really good. And as an RVer, this is the best set to have too. And then there's a dash cam hardwiring kit where you can hook it up to your battery so that this camera can be recording even when you're not with your vehicle. And this also has an automatic shut off so you don't drain your battery of your car. And there's a wireless Bluetooth remote control. But today we're with Fred. And
Hello.
Fred installed this camera on his car, so we're going to take a little cruise in his car and talk about the camera from his perspective, because you've had it in your car for how many months now?
6 months, maybe. A little
Cool.
longer.
Okay, well, let's go take a look at it. Okay, so now we're in Fred's car and I'm going to show you the camera installed on the windshield. So this is the camera there pointing forward. So this is the Viofo A139 Pro 4K dash cam. It has HK3C hardwiring kit, which I showed you inside the shop. And this is voted 2023's best dash camera. So we're going to take a little ride today and Fred's going to talk about some of the features and how he likes it. Okay, Fred, are you ready for this?
Hello. We're going to go for a little cruise.
We're going to go for a little cruise here and you're going to tell us all about it. So before we turn the car on, what happens here, Fred? What are you doing down there?
Okay, I have mine not hardwired. I just use the cigarette lighter plug that you can plug right into it.
Okay.
And then plug it right into a puck that goes into your 12 volt.
Okay.
So now it's got power.
Uh-huh.
And you'll hear it make this fun little sound.
When you turn the car on? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that means it's activated?
And it's activated.
Okay.
And then there's a voice that'll tell you that it's started to record.
Okay.
Recording. 1 channel started.
Okay, and
So-
then where does it
Wi-Fi
record?
enabled.
Okay, where does it record to?
There's an SD card in here.
Uh-huh.
And so as you're driving, I have it set up in the settings that it'll record in 3-minute loops.
Okay.
You can do 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10-minute loops.
Okay.
I find 3's the best for me.
Okay.
And it'll save it on a file. Your SD card, I think it's 100. This one's 150 gigs.
Uh-huh.
But it'll override once it gets to the
Okay.
maximum, so it's always recording.
Okay.
Now, in an event of like an incident or you're a witness, this Bluetooth little button here that's mounted to the dash,
Uh-huh.
you can hit that button. It'll save that file and never erase it until you manually do it. So you can send it in, give it to the, download it so the officer can see it if it's an
Okay.
accident. But I like it for peace of mind for like insurance purposes, for car insurance. It's
Yeah.
really, really smart to have it.
Yeah, it is. So that
Because-
you can witness. You've got a backup witness with your camera. Okay.
So when we started, it's already recording.
Okay.
That's just letting you know it's on ignition power, that the car's running.
Okay. Okay. So it makes all the noises to let us know that it's recording.
Because it'll Wi-Fi to your telephone.
Okay.
So when it's hooked up to Wi-Fi, you can go open your phone up, go through the screen app, and you can actually have the video on your phone while you're driving.
Oh, so you can watch on your phone?
Yeah, but it's not, I wouldn't
Yeah.
do it because you're like watching
Right,
TV.
because you're watching
But
TV.
once you're parked and you're powered up, you can access your phone and then see the actual video that you just witnessed, or
Okay.
see something that was funny that happened. You can show somebody on your phone what
So
happened on
we're
this camera.
recording right now. Are we going to look at it? Can we look at it on your phone when we come back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we're just gonna go right here, just out of the shop parking
Yeah.
lot. It's a nice, beautiful day here in Oregon. It's gonna be a little high 80s, but not super hot. And so, but it has a really wide angle, so it'll pick up everything. It's also in 4K, so it's really clear. And I put it where I mounted it's up out of sight, so I don't even see it. It doesn't take it up any window space.
Right, so it's not in front of your view.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're on our way back to the shop now. We did a little recording that we're going to show you of our little drive that we did so that you can see how this worked. So how was it to mount it? Was it really easy? Was it pretty self-explanatory, like out of the box?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. There's a little film that you put on your windshield, and then on the back of the mount is a sticky, like, substance tape or whatever.
Yeah,
they
the
call it.
double-sided 3M.
Double-sided, and then you stick that onto the clear plastic piece you put on your windshield, and then that's stuck really good, and then your camera can come on and off.
Yeah. Okay, and so we're just back at the shop now, and we're going to take a look at the video that we just recorded from this little drive that we took.
No going.
Yeah, we'll go inside and do it. Yeah.
Take the phone, the thing.
This in the shop.
Yeah, you can unmount this.
Video protected.
Okay.
So see see how I moved it and video
Yeah.
protected it? It thought maybe I was in an accident.
Okay.
Because I moved it real fast.
Right, okay.
So now the video's protected.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is unplug it, and we can take it in, and then you can look at the camera off the on your phone. You can also do it in the car, but since it's kind of a warm day.
Let's go in the
just gonna
shop
go
and
in
look
the
at
shop.
it. Okay, we're going to do that.
the right way. Okay.
Fred's given it some electricity here in the shop so that we can take a look at the video.
So you plug it back into power.
And then I'll let you do your password.
So they're just turned on. It'll talk to us again. Now I go to my app.
Recording. One channel started.
Okay.
Open it.
Wi-Fi enabled.
Connect my camera.
Okay.
Continue. Go to systems, and then I look for the camera. Should pop up on here right there.
Wi-Fi connected.
Now my camera and my phone are connected.
Okay.
So now what I do is I go back to the original window and I connect my camera.
Very simple.
So now what I'll do, now as you can see, it's actually showing.
It was filming your toolbox.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So see, now it's my camera is actually showing you
Showing
my
your
shop.
shop. Okay, yeah.
So it's recording, but we don't want it to record. We want to see a file. So
Yeah.
what you do is you hit
Video
stop,
protected.
and then you go to file.
Yep.
Okay, now here's the files. So here's our little cruise here.
Recording. One channel started.
And there's our video.
Wi-Fi enabled.
Does it record our conversation too?
has Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Okay.
look at how clear that is, everyone.
Wi-Fi enabled
That fan, yeah, sorry.
because it'll Wi-Fi to your telephone.
Okay.
So when it's hooked up to Wi-Fi, you can go open your phone up, go through the screen app, and you can actually have the video on your phone while you're driving.
Oh, so you can watch on your phone?
Yeah, but it's not. I wouldn't
Yeah.
do it because you're like watching
Right,
TV.
because you watch. Look at that clear image, everyone. That's amazing.
And it's stable too. You can go over bumps
Very
and everything, and it's
stable.
just stable,
Yeah.
stable.
See something that was funny that happened.
Okay, we can
show
pause.
somebody on your phone what happened.
So it really is an amazing camera for recording, a dash cam. This is really amazing.
Yeah, and so like I was saying, there's the button. So like if you randomly want to save a file, you hit the button. But then if this senses a deceleration or something, quick movement, it'll automatically save the file because say you're not able to save the file because you got like a little accident, it does it for you. So you don't have to worry. So on this camera, there's this little the little lens cover that comes with it.
Which comes in this box.
Comes in that box, and by putting it over, you line up the two lines, and you put it on, and now you got a polarized lens. So it cuts down on the windshield glare, cuts down any road glare, any other glare.
So
you can-
that's because of that lens on there. That's why we got such an amazing image, because it's super bright outside today. Like it's like we're at almost noon, and it's the brightest light of the day. You know, if you were a YouTuber, that would film awesome film for driving, like driving cam. You could I could also use that for driving and download the image.
Because there's a SD card in there. You can
Yeah.
download all you want.
That's super cool. Viofo, thank you so much for sending me 2 of these cameras. I've given one to Fred for his vehicle, and I'm donating the other one to silent auction that's happening on July 9th at the LeMay Car Museum. It's with our HondaElement meetup. It's going to be hopefully North America's largest. We're hoping to having 150 HondaElementers there. Fred's going to be there talking about his business and the cabinets, and I'll be there with 9th, and we'll have the Viofos on board the vehicles. Thanks again for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So I just have this area here to sweep up, which I will with my little tiny broom, but this back area is looking cleaner, so let me get this swept up. Another thing that I really love about the HondaElements are these plastic floors. I mean, you can put rugs in it or mats and things like that, which I do, but it's so easy to clean it up. You don't even really need a vacuum. You know, you just sweep up all the little crumbs and things, and then you can put them in a dustpan like I have right here. So put it in a dustpan, toss it out, and then I can just wipe it up.
Yeah, see, it's going to be good lighting.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right, that's much better. Sorry about all the noise. We're at a shop today. And look at the back. Oh my goodness, that's all super clean too. I just need to do that side right there now. Spilt a couple of cups of coffee around here too. Almost finished the cleanup. The guys are going to be working for a while, you know, taking the weight out of the cabinets. Okay, so we got all my stuff right here. We got Fred right here. And everything is all wiped out. We got Jeremy in apprenticing right now. Dad is teaching him, and it's so sweet watching them work together. So this is all emptied out. Let me just go around here. Look at that lift. We are at what, 35 inches, Fred? Something like that?
4 3/8.
Yeah. So here's all the dirty rags from washing it, and I use Clorox. That's what you do in VanLife to keep your van clean. So I'm gonna go to the hardware store because I've got to get. What do I have to get from the hardware store?
Some dry lube for the drawer hinges.
Right, because they're after a year and all the dust and everything, they're sticky. So I'm gonna go do that and come back.
And is this a marker where it goes?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a Sharpie mark on the ground.
Yeah, right there.
So we're just wiping down the slides, and then Fred is going to. We're gonna re-lube them so they're not sticky. Getting the build back in, and then this is the pile of wood here that they cut out. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 big pieces. I don't know if there's any other pieces kicking around here, but we'll see how much that weighs.
There we go. Stayed.
Sweet. So someday when I buy a house,
Yep.
Fred is going to build all my cabinets and my furniture for me. He even looked up the design for, what is it called? The Astrid platform bed? Was that what it was? Yeah, he's already got the designs for that. He's already looked at it. He's looking forward to the challenge. I just need to find land and then order the house.
Tons lighter, especially.
Yep. Oh,
Much
yeah.
lighter now? Okay. That's the big cube. We got baby cube back in. Yeah. Okay, so last time it was 34.
4 3/8.
3/8. Okay, so what are we at now?
33 and a half.
33 and a half.
So it's
Okay.
only dropped an inch. No, not an inch.
3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch.
So
yeah,
I
like-
still have to add all the gear to it, but that's excellent so far. That's looking really good. Well, it's been a whole day of working with, well, I haven't been working, I just cleaned 9th, but we're back at Fred's shop. This is Fred, in case you don't know. He's my cabinet maker. I'm Mindy, in case you don't know that either, and this is the HondaElement, the HondaElement camper. So I came back to Fred today because 9th had a saggy bottom. So we fixed the lift in Portland on Friday, and today is Sunday, and I've come back to Fred's shop, and look at all the wood we have cut out of the cabinets to reduce the weight in 9th. I mean, this is probably 50 pounds. We're wondering, we're not sure yet, so I'll have to weigh her. But this all came from the cutouts of the build to reduce the weight, and it doesn't make any compromise on the integrity of the strength. It just reduces the weight. So Fred, I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah.
So we got Jeremy behind the camera. Jeremy, do you want to come and say hi to everyone? This is Fred's son, Jeremy.
Hello.
So he was helping Fred today. It was a father-son affair. It was really sweet. He was teaching Jeremy how to use the tools, and Jeremy had a few lessons today. Fred, I'm always so appreciative and grateful of the work that you do.
Yeah,
it's
thanks.
just so good. You're just so knowledgeable, so easy to work with. It's like working with family. I mean, I come, I show up, it's relaxed. You know, it's so helpful. We think together critically about what we're going to do, and it's just made this whole process so easy. So Ninth is all back together. She's a bit, you know, disheveled right now. I need to go to the laundromat, and I also need to go to my storage unit and put everything back into Ninth.
It's been fun. She's been a great client, almost like a sister, basically. Yeah. And we can think about things and have a game plan and execute it. Works out great. So.
Yeah, and the nice thing about Fred is he's not, you don't have to wait for 10 months to work with him. Like when I called you, we were meeting up within, I believe, a week.
Yeah.
And it took you less than 10 days to build this for me. But Fred can do van builds, he can do bus builds, he can do furniture for houses. I mean, anything woodworking. So I will leave his information in the description below this video. Just click on show more and you'll see where Fred's contact information is. And as always, everyone, I thank you so much for being here and being a part of this journey and a part of this build and a part of the adventures. So until next time, so much love from the road. Still at Fred's shop, so we're taking a little guess here. So when all of Ninth's gear is inside of her and before we cut out all the wood, she weighed 4,600 pounds. We think that wood weighed 50 pounds, so that would make it 4,550 pounds. But do you think we got her down to 4,500 pounds?
We could have. Plus, you've learned how to streamline your living in it. So
yeah. What's your guess for how much she weighs now?
400 and...
She was 4,600 on the dot.
4,570.
And 70? Okay, what's your guess, Fred?
I'll say 4,560.
4,560.
4,000. Oh, 4,460. 4,460.
Because she was 4,600. I know we're not math elites, obviously. So she weighed 4,600. We think that would weigh 50, so that would be 4,550. I'm going to say 4,555. That's my guess. Okay, so we have it on the record here. I'm going to go weigh Ninth right now, and I'm going to see you beautiful people soon.
Yep.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
And there it is, 4,550 pounds. And Ninth is mostly unpacked. I do have some gear on board that I'll be off-boarding. So it looks like Fred and I removed 50 pounds of wood from the build. That's exciting. So I reduced some weight on Ninth. This is excellent.